Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have been explaining to many of you who come to us in the astral plane that everything is working out there on Earth, and we want to say it to you while you are in your bodies as well. We want you to understand that the ascension of consciousness is happening no matter what, and that it is a universal ascension and an ascension of the entire multiverse. Therefore, no one has anything to worry about. We invite you to focus on the aspects of your life and your world that are reflecting to you that truth, that everything is indeed all right and going according to plan. We invite you to think back at all the times in your life when you felt like everything was falling apart, when in fact you were bringing yourself to a better place. It continues to happen in all of your systems there on Earth as well. And so, as people access their fears of collapse of one thing or another, remember that there's a shift happening. And sometimes when you are shifting, you get into your minds about predicting how this is going to be, how you are going to develop new systems. You don't have to figure all of that out, but you do have to trust in the path of ease and joy in order to experience those shifts in your systems as easily and joyfully as you can. There is, of course, a lot that is going on there Earth that is unwanted and that feels wrong and oppressive to those of you who are paying attention. Bless those co-creators who are giving you all an opportunity to be the light and to love them unconditionally. Let go of worry, fear, judgment, and resistance, and you will be on the path of ascension that includes more ease and more joy. And also, remember that what is most important here is not what's going on out there, but what's going on inside of you. You do have complete control over what's happening inside of you if you take it. If you spend more time in meditation in nature, consciously breathing, doing yoga, doing other things that you enjoy, you are going to feel more mindful, more grounded, and more capable of staying heart-centered, and in that knowing that humanity is going through something right now, but it is a rebirthing process. It is a process of change and a process of ascension, and it doesn't happen overnight, and you wouldn't want it to, because you are there to experience it, and to experience it gradually and incrementally, and in ways where you can see and feel your growth throughout the evolution of consciousness that this shift in consciousness is really all about. Reminding you of all of this brings us great joy, because as much as it is a reminder for some of you, it is the first time that others are hearing it or reading it, and we are happy to set every mind at ease that we can during these times there on Earth, when so many people are telling you that the sky is falling. You are there to be the peaceful ones in the way showers, and we are always here to help. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Blessings, dear Ons. It is wonderful to be speaking with all of you at this time. Regardless of whether one is spiritually awakened or not, each individual on Earth is experiencing intense changes within. Those of you who were chosen to be present and aware during these times were deemed to be among the strongest and most evolved, which means that you are capable of withstanding the energies emerging from the Earth's ascension process in these grand moments. Additionally, you needed to be able to endure the intense personal clearings required to harmonize with the higher frequencies of an evolving Earth. Despite the apparent chaos on Earth in these moments, it is important to remember that even if you do not understand it, everything is unfolding according to the divine plan. Everything the Dark Ones push backfires on them, and they are being exposed for their actions. Any attempts they have made in stopping the ascension has been foiled. The recent significant solar events have the potential to awaken many individuals from their slumber. These intense frequencies are impacting every person on Earth, even if they are unaware of the changes occurring within them. Particularly affected are those who choose to dismiss or reject anything that challenges their belief systems, as they are now receiving their wake-up calls. These vibrations will manifest in their lives as experiences intended to shake them awake and compel them to reevaluate their beliefs. It will not be an easy journey for them. Trust the process, dear ones, and be aware that much is happening behind the scenes that most are not yet conscious of. When fear and doubt arise, remember to go within it, requesting guidance from your own Dekainan essence. Throughout your day, focus on the truth beyond the limitations of the third-dimensional world. Simple reminders, like pausing to silently acknowledge and repeat the words "I am," can be powerful. At a certain point in every person's spiritual journey, a choice must be made between embracing and living in the higher light or clinging to illusions. You are not merely a physical being subject to the hardships of disease, lack, violence, pain, and suffering. You are a being of light, only bound by the illusions of the material reality. As humans awaken, they must confront long-held outdated beliefs that are deeply ingrained in every aspect of life on Earth. For those truly committed to their spiritual evolution, you must leave behind all that does not serve you in the higher light. Stagnation occurs when one continues to straddle the line between reality and the illusions of the third-dimensional world, even though they know the truth. Every individual yearns for happiness and wholeness, which is essentially the soul's desire to reunite with Source Light and to be one within itself. This inner longing is misunderstood in the third-dimensional mindset as a relentless pursuit of external sources and material wealth for fulfillment. Each person carries their level of consciousness from one lifetime to the next, which explains why some find it easier to grasp deeper truths than others. Most of you reading and hearing these messages were already highly evolved when you incarnated, allowing you to participate in the ascension process as enlightened beings. Have patience and compassion for your fellow humans as they have not yet discovered their divine light. It is important in these times of your ascension to refrain from becoming entangled in third-dimensional issues and instead focus on radiating light wherever you go. Light work involves embodying the essence of light in your everyday activities and sharing it with others. In these moments of upheaval, your fellow humans need your love, support, and healing. Having the understanding of unity can elevate this awareness in others, especially when they are receptive to these vibrations. Also, remember that a light-filled consciousness may trigger negative reactions from some who feel threatened by change. However, those ready for spiritual growth will be drawn to this higher energy you emit, and may even experience healing in your presence. Your power in the light is beyond your imagination. Simply live in the truth of divine oneness and you will be fulfilling your purpose. I love you and I am always with you. I am Archangel Michael. I am presence and I am one with the I am presence of every man, woman and child on earth. What I invoke for myself this sacred and holy day, I invoke on behalf of every person on this planet in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. I am aware of my physical presence on earth and I know I am one with all life. I gently remove my attention from the outer world and I reverently enter the divinity of my heart flame. Within this sacred space, my Father, Mother, God envelop me in the most intensified yellow gold flame of enlightenment that I am capable of receiving. As this sacred flame blazes in through and around me with every holy breath, I feel myself ascending in consciousness into the very heart of my Father, Mother, God. Instantly, I am embraced in my godparents' unfathomable power and comprehensive divine love. I hear the melodious tones and I absorb the celestial fragrance of their exquisite essence. I breathe my holy breath in deeply again, and I experience myself being lifted higher and higher. In this dimension of the pure land of boundless splendor and infinite light, I observe brand new patterns of divine love, known as reverence for life, eternal peace, and God's infinite abundance. Would I pierce into the core of purity within each and every one of these celestial patterns, and the splendor of these glorious expressions of the new earth permeate my being. I now experience an awakening beyond anything I have ever known. A new level of divine enlightenment is surfacing within my heart and mind. With each in-breath, I ascend into higher and higher frequencies of the golden flame of enlightenment. With every out-breath, I breathe this sacred fire forth to enlighten every facet of life evolving on earth. As each human being evolving on earth is consecrated with the full potential of this golden flame, our I am presence activates specific genetic codings within our RNA and DNA structures. These codes contain the immaculate concept of each person's divine plan. This activity of light empowers every beloved son and daughter of God to fulfill our divine purpose and reason for being. Through this activation, the mind and emotions of each of us are being purified and realigned with our highest comprehensive divine love and divine potential. Now all is in readiness for a gift of divine intervention from beloved Archangel Michael. The company of heaven has assured us that our conscious breathing and our focus this month on assimilating the gifts of light we have received so far this year have accelerated Mother Earth's ascension process in powerful ways. They want us to know this is true even if outer appearances don't seem to reflect the truth. The beings of light have explained the reason for this seeming paradox time and again in an effort to keep us from getting discouraged and giving up. Today they want us to review what they have shared because the intensity of the light that we have yet to assimilate may seem to be exacerbating the difficult things we are observing in the outer world. The light of God is increasing on earth daily and hourly. As that light penetrates into the core of purity in every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of life, It pushes to the surface every frequency of vibration that conflicts with that light. This includes all of humanity's remaining human miscreations from all time frames and dimensions that are not based in love. It also includes the dark agendas and the painful things still being inflicted on humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth by the self-obsessed and fear-based egos of our recalcitrant sisters and brothers. Our ascension is a very complicated process. The only way we can complete our ascension in the light is for our human miscreations to surface, so that we can transmute them back into their original perfection with the violet flame. From our perspective in the physical plane, it is impossible to know at any given moment exactly how this surfacing negativity will affect each of us individually or the masses of humanity collectively. Every person is unique, and we are dealing with all kinds of challenges depending on our various life paths. As the negativity surfaces, and we are bombarded with all kinds of discordant energy, people respond in a multitude of different ways depending on their frame of mind at the time, as well as the level of fear or anxiety they may be experiencing. For decades, the beings of light in the realms of illumined truth have been giving humanity powerful tools to protect us and our loved ones from the onslaught of surfacing negativity as the light of God increases on earth. Archangel Michael and his legions of protection have been instrumental in keeping humanity from being overwhelmed by this surfacing negativity. Now, with the quantum shifts that have taken place throughout the whole of creation this year, the light of God is flowing into the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on earth more powerfully than ever before. This means, of course, that the negativity is surfacing at an accelerated pace. The good news is that since the quantum shifts are being assimilated at a cellular level within the earthly bodies of humanity, the way has been cleared for beloved Archangel Michael to upgrade our force fields of protection to a higher level. To initiate this new level of protection for every person on earth, beloved Archangel Michael, with the approval of every person's I am presence, has empowered the fifth dimensional Archangel of power and protection that is stationed within every person's aura to greatly intensify our force field of protection. These selfless messengers of God have been trained to sustain and regulate an invincible force field of God's infinite protection to encapsulate our earthly bodies. This force field of protection is a circle of fifth dimensional blue and white lightning, and it prevents anything that is not of the light from entering our space or interfering with our divine plan. This circle of protection allows light to easily pass back and forth through it, but it deflects away any of the surfacing negativity that is not part of our own learning experience. This gift from Archangel Michael and his fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection is known as the ring pass, not of God's first cause of perfection. On this powerful day, beloved Archangel Michael and his fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection are standing in readiness awaiting our invitation to establish a more powerful force field of God's infinite protection than we have ever been able to safely receive. This force field of light will assist you and me and every person on earth through any challenging things that surface in the outer world to be transmuted back into light. If you have the heart call to participate in this opportunity, please join with me now. And we begin. Invoking additional protection. Now, in the name of the almighty presence of God, I invoke beloved Archangel Michael and his mighty fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection. Beloved ones, come forth now, O Archangel Michael. In deep humility and infinite gratitude, I ask that you empower your mighty fifth dimensional archangels of power and protection, which are stationed within every person's aura, to greatly intensify our protection. On Archangel Michael's command, the fifth dimensional archangels breathe through every person's ring pass knot of God's first cause of perfection, the most intensified frequencies of God's power and protection that humanity can safely withstand at a cellular level. Archangel Michael now commands each archangel to regulate and sustain this blue and white circle of lightning, thus preventing anything that is not of the light from entering our personal space or interfering with our divine plan. Beloved 5D archangels of power and protection, I thank you on behalf of all humanity, and I gratefully acknowledge in my heart and mind the living reality of your ring pass knot of God's first cause of perfection. This force field of power and protection is now enfolding me and all of humanity in the ever-expanding embrace of our Father, Mother God's invincible light. And so it is. Precious heart, please acknowledge the assistance you are receiving from your 5D Archangel of protection every day. You will soon be very aware of the difference this gift from Archangel Michael is making in your life and the peace you are feeling. You will then know what it means to be in the world but not of it. Dear one, God bless you. I look forward to being with you next week.